Sometimes it would stare more than it would make to kill, try to talk to you. It whispered at me, "Come and eat." It made me cold in my bones. When I was made to kill, I thought of this, and it calmed me. Hello everybody, I'm the Rubber. Today we bring you SCP Foundation Euclid Class Object SCP-323. SCP-323, also known as Wendigo Skull, is the skull of an unidentified cervid measuring 55 centimeters long, 27 centimeters wide, and 31 centimeters tall. With a pair of antlers growing from the left and right sides of SCP-323, 323 shows signs of damage consistent with outside exposure, with regular pitting, scarring, and weathering across the object, bleaching on the upper surfaces, and a missing lower jaw. The rear of the skull features an approximately centered ovoid gap, measuring 25 centimeters high and 23 centimeters wide, giving access to an interior space 16 centimeters deep. This gap shows signs of tool use, indicating that it was carved with tools, possibly stone. SCP-323 displays the ability to react to aural, tactile, and visual stimuli. Testing has revealed SCP-323 appears to have a field of view similar to that of other cervids, and has responded to visual stimuli from up to 50 meters away. 323 is also capable of limited locomotion, typically in the form of small movements and vibrations. In most cases, 323 will only move away when touched, or when personnel are present within its containment chamber. But 323 has also demonstrated the ability to make larger movement, such as lunging at SCP's personnel and repeatedly attempting to break through its containment. SCP-323 exerts an influential effect in a radius extending roughly 15 meters from itself. Individuals within this radius will begin experiencing cannibalistic thoughts and urges, violent outbursts, and impaired judgment after approximately 1 hour of continuous exposure. Roughly 74% of individuals who reach this point will attempt to place their heads through the gap present in the back of 323. If an individual is incapable of fitting their whole head through the gap, attempts will be made to bludgeon their heads against nearby hard surfaces, until the point that the individual's head manages to fit, loses consciousness, or pass on. Once the individual has fit their head through 323, the individual is classified as SCP-323-1. Within 10 minutes of putting 323 on, 323-1 will undergo drastic physical alterations. 323-1 will experience a rapid loss of body fat, body hair, and pigmentation, followed by the rupturing of the distal phalanges from the fingertips, abnormal tooth growth, and the blackening of extremities consistent with frostbite. Additionally, 323-1 appears to experience greater strength and pain tolerance than the average human. However, 323-1 still appears to be as susceptible to physical harm as it was before contacting SCP-323. SCP-323-1's metabolism will experience a dramatic increase, requiring a constant caloric intake, with starvation occurring anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes, if no self-preservation efforts are made. In order to sustain its increased metabolism, 323-1 will actively seek out and eat other individuals for sustenance. If 323-1 is incapable of finding plentiful nourishment, 323-1 will make efforts to sustain itself, including limiting movement, rationing available food, and auto-cannibalism. SCP-323-1 will only feed upon humans. It is presumed that 323-1 can receive sustenance from other sources, but chooses not to, despite availability or ease of access. During the pursuit of individuals, SCP-323-1 has been known to occasionally make various statements in the Severn, Ojibwe, Potawatomi, and Cree languages, as well as in